Guys, what's up? It's iJevin. How is everybody doing? I am back with another episode of iJevin Plays Minecraft. Welcome back, guys. So, what are we doing today, guys? Well, first off, let me explain my absence. As you know, I haven't posted videos in about 3 days. I've actually been working on redoing my recording setup, and if you follow me on Twitter or Instagram, you'll know that I've been posting pictures. Once it's actually finished, I'm gonna do like a little setup tour. I don't really have a good camera, so I'll probably just use like a webcam or something. But anyways, yeah, I've been working on that. So if you've seen my setup before, you know that right when we moved in the house, like I literally had to get everything set up in like a day and just start recording because you can't have much downtime. And I felt like I wasn't like really enjoying the room that I was in, because I spend most of my time in this room, and I'm missing a piece of glass. I spend most of my time in this room, and I wanted to enjoy where I was at, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna redo it. So I did all kinds of little changes, and it might sound like an echo right now, but I'm gonna be adding more stuff to the room soon, which will get rid of that echo. There we go. Awesome. So what we're going to do today is we're actually going to go caving a bit, guys. I saw last episode you guys really wanted me to go caving. Let's go there. Hold on. It says I have armor on. Okay, I'm like, where did I get armor from? Let me pick this up. But yeah, so you guys said you wanted to do caving, so I think every couple of episodes we'll do a caving episode. There we go. Do a helmet. These episodes in general will be a lot longer because of what we're doing, obviously. There we go. Another thing I'm contemplating doing is actually posting 2 videos a day instead of 1 now. I've been doing 1 video a day for a long time, and I kind of want your guys' opinion on what you think about 2 videos a day. So let me know what you guys think down below. There we go. So let's see. We've got our tools. Let's grab a stack of cobblestone. Oh, we're definitely going to need torches. Let's bring both of these. Do we have any sticks? Okay, perfect. There we go. Let's go ahead and make some initial torches here. There we go. But yeah, so the caving. We're gonna try to get as much caving done today as possible. Unfortunately, we don't have like silk touch or anything like that just yet, so it is going to take a little while to get that kind of stuff, but I'm just going to go this way, I think. So one thing I've really been working on doing is not destroying the land when I play, because I'm not sure where I'm going to build, and I don't want to have to fix things up as I go. I think that's a bit silly, so I've been really careful about how I'm doing things. So many good caves. I don't know which one to pick. I thought there'd be one a little bit easier to get into, but hey, let's just go down this one, I think. We'll make it work. And dead end. Oh, it leads to this one. Clever cave. Oh my god. Yeah, there is definitely an echo in this room. I can hear it as I'm talking. I'm not sure how to get rid of it, though. Anyways, guys, let me find a cave. I'll be right back after I get one. Also, guys, while I have you here, I'm going to go ahead and set up the Jevinator challenge for today. Same goes for the challenge. If you beat the challenge, I will give you a world download next episode. So today's Jevinator challenge is going to be 1,500 likes. So if you guys beat that, you will get a world download from the next video. All right, guys, I actually found the cave. Comes right down to gold level. That's what I call a win, actually. You know what? Let's go ahead and check something peaceful. That's what I thought. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I think normal will be okay. That noise is really loud. Everything seems good. Okay. The little clicking noise is like super loud, but it's all good. Yeah, I actually haven't played on the snapshot in a very long time. Because we had the Iron Foundry. I'm very glad that we don't have that world anymore, though. Mainly because I was always so stressed that the Iron Foundry was going to break, and it's no fun worrying about something. Even though I know we spent a lot of time on that world, I didn't really like that world a lot. What I want from you guys today, though, is I always come up with the themes that we're going to be using for this world. Not a theme, but this general direction. I want you guys to put some input on what we should do. You know, should we do floating islands? Should we do something like that? What do you guys think? Let me know, and maybe I'll pick one. Okay, we gotta listen. Okay, there's definitely water, like, right here, I think. Time to get some light down. But yeah, so this caving session, next caving session, also, that's actually a good idea. I think from now on, whenever I do caving sessions, I'll remember to do a Q&A, because I know you guys like to ask questions. So for next caving session, make sure you leave questions down below in this video's chat section. That way I know what you guys want me to answer. Yeah, definitely. That would work out pretty well, I think. I have not seen that yet. Have they always turned red like that? Or is that something new? That seems new. There we go. Alright, let's get rid of this water really fast. So yeah, I think from now on, this will be kind of the official marker for that. To where hold on, I want to mark. Okay, we've got it marked. From now on, whenever we do a caving video, I will do a Q&A. And we'll just call it caving Q&A. Here we go. Right now, I'm just trying to get as much torch down as possible. Go in there, sucker. Yeah. So, yeah, so this caving video, I didn't really consider doing that. What level are we on? We are on 16. Okay. So let's go ahead and start collecting stuff as well. So yeah, so for the next Q&A video, make sure you leave your comments, and I'll refer back to this one when I record the next one. So your video, all your comments will be saved. I'll scroll through. I'll just click random pages, because it would be unfair of me to pick the most recent ones, obviously. Here, I don't want to go over there just yet, or there just yet, because there's so much stuff over here that needs to be collected. Any more iron? No. Another thing I really want to do this season is do redstone stuff. Last season we really didn't do a lot of redstone, and I'm really looking forward to getting back to that, because we have in previous worlds we've done a lot of redstone stuff, but in, like I said, the last one we didn't really do a lot of it. So okay, let's go ahead and eat some food real fast. There we go. Collect all of that. Okay, I'm not sure if I want to collect coal. Like, as much as I love coal, I don't have an efficiency pickaxe. And not having an efficiency pickaxe, should just be standing here collecting coal all day. Okay. So I think, since I don't have any questions for today, I'll just talk about something. What should I talk about? I know you guys really like to hear about my past. I think I'll talk about, like, my first gaming experience. That seems like a good topic, considering that we are gaming right now. Any diamonds around here? Oh, there's all kinds of caves above us that we should probably be careful. Here we go. Here, creeper. Yeah, let me just get some light down this way really quickly. Good to go. Awesome. So I've liked video games sort of as long as I can remember. I'm not gonna collect that coal. And I would say one of my earliest experiences gaming was when I was just like a little kid, and not even any like really certain like date. I remember when I was a kid we got different game systems. I remember even before that though, the NES. I remember having one of those, and I remember going to a friend's house to play it. I know we had one. I just know it wasn't like the most popular thing in the world. I think we were more into going outside and hanging out with friends at the time. But eventually, like game systems were pretty much all the rage. So I remember the first Christmas, the first sort of, you know, real kind of game system we ever got was a Sega. I'm not sure if we already had a Super Nintendo or not. I'm talking like I had to be in like probably like the second grade at this point. I remember we got Sonic with our game system. My dad played it like 24/7. He was stingy. There we go. Yeah, so I remember my dad always playing it and never letting us play because he wanted to beat it. And he was really into it because my dad grew up playing like arcade games, and he would play like Pac-Man all the time. And like he would just like zone out to Pac-Man for like 9 hours at a time, and like we'd have to sit there and wait for him to get done playing. So as far as like really like first gaming console goes, I would say we probably got the Nintendo first, just because it was my dad's. I don't really remember playing it because I was really young at the time. Go there. And then to even go back, you know, even further, I remember getting a Nintendo, or not even further, but even coming up into date. I mean, I remember getting a Nintendo 64 for Christmas. That year was like insane. We wasn't sure what me and my brother were actually going to get. Like we had said we wanted, like, you know, we want this and we want this, and so we told our parents. I guess my dad knew somebody at Best Buy who was just like selling them under the table, like, you know, he would steal them and sell them. And I guess my dad bought one, because eventually, for that Christmas, we got a Nintendo 64. Now this is where me and my brother would argue about games, because I always wanted Mario. Mario 64 looked like the best game in the entire universe, and my brother's like, that game's stupid. I'm like, dude, come on, it's Mario. So we didn't get Mario, of course, because, oh, that's a witch. We used to go to a place called, what did she give us? Okay. We used to go to a place called Norton's. Norton's is like a bar and grill, and they had a Cruisin' USA video game. The one where you, like, sat down in the chair and you, like, raced with the wheel. Well, my brother and my dad thought that game was like super sweet, right? And so for our first Nintendo 64 game, we got that game. We got Nintendo 64, or we got Cruisin' USA. Now back then, there was not a lot of games out for the Nintendo 64 at the time, so that was like that or Mario. There was other games, but, you know, you're so young, you only focus on what you want. So eventually, like, OOT came out, Ocarina of Time, and I wanted to get that super bad. So I think I actually bought that game off a friend because he beat it and didn't want it anymore. I think I bought both of them at the same time. I actually went through like 3 Nintendo 64s, I think. I remember our house got broken into a couple times, and they would steal the Nintendos from us, which was sad because I always lost my Zelda progress, and it was such a bitch. I remember we got, it was my birthday. I remember it specifically because my mom took me to buy some video games for my birthday, which, you know, I'm getting Mario because I wanted Mario. So, you know, she took me out, we got games, we came home, I was playing it, and then, like, the next day, our house got broken into. And, like, it wasn't that we lived in a bad area. I think that my parents just put trust in the wrong people. Because, it only happened twice, I think. But, you know, it happened to a lot of other people a lot more. But, yeah. It was sad because they would always take the gaming system, probably just for like drugs or some dumb shit. I don't really know, but so yeah, I remember getting the Nintendo 64. I had like 3 of those. Eventually, everybody else got them too. And we'd have like game battles and stuff with them. I remember Perfect Dark. We came down here, right? Yeah. I remember playing Perfect Dark a lot. Now, my friend Corey had Perfect Dark. I didn't have it. We would go to his house and play split screen with 4 people for like hours. We'd have like tournaments and shit with it, and it was just insane. I'm trying to think of... I know we haven't been... Did we go this way yet? Oh, there's Lapis up there. Let's grab that. This guy's just about had it. But yeah, we would play Perfect Dark. Now, this was before Halo 1 came out. We would play Perfect Dark for, like, hours on end. and it was pretty ridiculous. Like, we would make custom game modes, because that was like really the first game that gave you that option, for at least that I played. I'm sure there was games before it, but yeah, we're doing terrible with the ores. We have like nothing. There really isn't much in this cave besides the coal, though. So yeah, like, I remember playing different game modes and stuff like that on the Nintendo 64. Like, we would play like shotgun only or something like that. I also remember playing the campaign of Perfect Dark a ton, and I would always have trouble beating the alien boss at the end. And I forget what I was trying to. I think I was like trying to unlock like secret levels or something, like in GoldenEye, which I still to this day cannot do. Fuck that game. No, like, I remember always wanting to play like Moonraker and like the temple and stuff on GoldenEye, but I could never beat the stupid levels, and it made me sad. Okay, I know exactly where we're at now, actually. But yeah, so as far as like first gaming experience goes, I think the very first game I ever played was Zelda for the NES, because my dad's friend had it, and he would just like give me the controller while they got drunk. So, oh, okay then. Seems serious, Creepa. Okay. 2 for 1 skis right there. He took out the other guy. Alright, let's go back and collect this iron real fast. So as time, you know, got moved on, new systems came out. Xbox and PlayStation were the primary things for a while. I remember playing a lot of PlayStation 2. But PlayStation 2 is sort of like the all-time sort of game system. They had like thousands of PlayStation 2 games released. I remember playing Need for Speed Underground 2 almost every single day. And it was to the point where I'd beat the game, and then I would just like restart with a different car. Because I love that game so much. Such a good game. It's unfortunate that I can't get it to work on my Xbox now. There we go, because I actually have the discs still. It says something like I need like a hard drive or something like that. I don't really know, to be honest with you. We have not found anything yet. I'm just trying to get some light down. There we go. But yeah, Need for Speed Underground 2 was like the game for a while. I would like at this time I worked at Little Caesars, and I would say I was maybe a freshman in high school at this point. I don't remember. I don't remember what year it was. I just remember that I worked at Little Caesars, so that means I had to at least have been 16. And I would go to school, I'd come home, I would catch the bus to work, or I would either take the bus to work or directly from school. I'd go to work, and then we'd get off, and my coworker Greg, he had Need for Speed Underground 2 on the PlayStation 2. And we would go to his house and play that game till like 4 in the morning. Yeah, that's right. 16-year-old staying out till 4 in the morning. Gotta love my parents. But yeah, like we would play that game so much, it was out of control. Like we would just like hours upon hours. And then eventually, I think Greg got fired or something, and I didn't get to play it anymore. So I think I ended up buying an Xbox. And then just to play those two games, I played the first one and the second one then, because I didn't really have anything else to do. Because when I started high school, I went to a high school that wasn't really near my house. So I had to take the RTA, the like public transportation to school. And so none of the friends that I made at school lived by me. Okay, we're just gonna keep going this way because I feel like there's something over here. But so yeah, I would take the public transportation to school, and then eventually we moved. But it actually did take a while to live near anybody that actually went to school with. I think I stopped playing video games around my sophomore year of high school, just because like I had an Xbox. I had played Need for Speed Underground 2 for like 4 years straight, it felt like, and I didn't have any new games. When I started high school, I really wanted to play on the baseball team for high school, so I tried out and I made a team and all that stuff, and I just didn't have time like to work, so I didn't have any money. Because like when you play baseball, you literally have practice every single day for school, and I had no time to do like literally anything. I can't tell if it's, what is that over there? There's rocks right there. That looks like cobblestone to me though. I'm gonna go over that way, I think. But yeah, so I only work Sundays. I was making enough money to where my 2 paychecks a month would equal $150, and that would be enough for lunch at school because my parents didn't have any money to give me, and my phone bill. So I'd be able to pay my phone bill and get lunch at school, and that's all the money I had, and I had to like budget the shit out of that money. Okay, so this cave session has officially sucked. We have found nothing. But, so when I graduated high school, I lived with my parents for a while, but, like, I want to say I moved out of my parents' house when I was, like, 20, because I moved in with my friend Philip, and Philip was into, this is when the PS3 was out, and he was into Call of Duty 4, and that's when I met Miss iJevin, and her sister's, oh, it's a slime. That's when her sister's like husband was into World of War. It was at the time both games were out, but you know it was sort of divided. World of War is probably one of the all-time fun games, though. I like Call of Duty 4 and World of War both very well. There's the slimy Mr. Slime. Anyways, so I was like, well, I should probably get a PS3. I had no money, so you know what I did, right? I was like, I know I can make payments. I just don't have the like the 400. It was like $399. I just didn't have the money to buy it outright. So I'm like, I'm gonna get a credit card. So I got like a Dell Preferred account or something like that, and started. Once it got like approved or whatever, I got a PlayStation 4, and hold on, I'm gonna build a wall here real fast. So once I got my PlayStation 4, I got Call of Duty 4, World at War, and we would literally, so what happens is before I'd move out, I would grab my PlayStation 4, all the wires and stuff, and bring it over to Philip's house, and his wife worked third shift. So we would take the PlayStations, bring the TV downstairs. This was like a 50-inch TV, and this was not a light TV, as you would say. This was when TVs were heavy in the back. So at like 6 in the morning before his wife came home, we would move the TV back upstairs. And yeah, it was pretty funny because we were just like so slap happy. So, you know, we would play Call of Duty 4 literally all night. We'd play online, and then we would just, you know, this is back in the day. And we would play online, and then, you know, sometimes we would play private games and just like sniper only, and like you can't run and shoot people, you gotta hide and have a sniper fest, and you know, just all of that fun stuff that, you know, kids do. Besides we were 20. So we'd play a lot of Call of Duty 4, play a lot of World at War, but his internet was so bad, like I think it was I forget what it was called, but it was like internet based, or it was like satellite based internet, to where you plug the modem in, it would acquire a satellite signal and give you internet. I forget what it was called though. And depending on how many lights were on the router is how much signal you had. So you had 1 to 5 bars, and we always had like 3 bars, running 2 PlayStations on it, lagging to death, and it was just the funniest damn thing. But it was so fun, like I would not trade that for anything. Let's go over here. I can't believe we haven't found diamonds yet. But so yeah, this little background on like gaming history, man. Like I have played a lot of games in my time. A lot of people seem to think that I've like only played Minecraft or something, but I have played a lot of other games before. It's just on my channel, that's all people like to watch. I've uploaded other games and they get like 1/4 the views that Minecraft gets. So let's go over that way. So yeah, another game that I used to play a ton was Zelda. Now, I had OOT and Majora's Mask, but for some reason, I was stuck on Majora's Mask for something. I cannot remember what it was or why I was stuck, but I could not get past it. I literally stopped playing it for like 3 months because I couldn't figure out what was wrong. And then one day, my friend brought his little like game guide to school, and I was like reading through it, and sure enough, I found out what was wrong. And I actually remember what I was doing wrong. So apparently in Majora's Mask, there's a section where you have to like go to this fountain. I don't remember if this is like entirely correct or not, of course, because it was like so long ago. But there was like this fountain area, and you had to like pull the fountain. And I don't know why I never did that. I never pulled it, and I could not figure out why I couldn't get past the section. So I pulled the fountain, you know, next thing you know, boom, done. So, and then the same with the water temple in OOT. I could not get past it for some reason. You got to remember though, I'm a little guy. I couldn't have been more than, you know, 13 at the time. So I was a terrible gamer. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just clicking buttons and having fun. I got stuck on the water temple for like 2.5 months or something stupid like that. To the point to where like I was about to quit. And then one night I had some friends over and they were just like chilling, you know, listening to music and having fun. And I'm playing Zelda, and I get past it and beat the boss while they're there. And I think I like beat the game that night because I had never seen the rest of the game, and I'm like, this is amazing. Alright guys, well this cave exploring session has sort of been a bust. I have looked and looked and looked, and we have not found anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to end the video now. On the way out, I'm going to collect all the coal that I find, because coal is pretty useful. But yeah, there's like nothing here. So anyways guys, I hope that you enjoyed personal stories from my past about gaming. I do love gaming, to be honest with you. Wow, we're actually back to where we came in. That's pretty cool. So if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, as those two things help my channel out the most. And yeah, anyways guys, have a great day. This is iJevin. Peace out.